What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, me going over should you be summoning on the brand new Roxy coming to global this Monday, Tuesday. We're gonna be discussing it in this video, man. We're gonna be talking about the banner, we're gonna be talking about the Roxy's kit, and then we're gonna be talking about my final thoughts on if you should be summoning on this banner. So let's hop into the video, guys. Before we actually hop in though, like the video, subscribe, comment down below if you guys are going to be summoning personally on the Roxy. I will be on my globals, so you know there's that. You guys will see the summons, but with that out of the way, let's hop in, let's talk about it. So we have Roxy at a 0.5% rate up, at a 3% rate, so that's a 1 in 6 chance of actually getting the Roxy, which is fairly good. And then we got Green Lily on the banner, which is not anything crazy, definitely not. Green Shen, he's a farming unit, so he's, you know, fairly decent. Blue Valenti had a final boss she was good in, but I forget exactly which one, and I don't think it's been back in a while, so Valenti's not really that great. Green Easton is a decent unit, but like debuff meta isn't really a thing at the moment, so she's not that great. You know, Roxy, this Roxy is okay, but definitely this new one is a lot better than this one. Red Shin is not that great. Summer Roxy definitely is being replaced by the new Roxy. Green Brunhild is a good character because, you know, she's able to do a ton of damage. She's a really good demonic beast character. You can pretty much use her in like any demonic beast, so there's another character that's pretty good. Awaken Easton's not that great. Awaken Mono's pretty decent. This one actually I feel is a lot better than the blue one, which is crazy, but yeah, she's pretty decent. Freyr is a pretty good unit as well. Usable in all demonic beast battles. Yet to get a holy relic and still waiting on one, but he is crazy. Red Donar, obviously a character that's pretty desirable for a lot of people that do not have her. If you already own her, she's not really that desirable because dupes don't really matter too much on her. But you know, she is a very good unit regardless. This Mark II Valenti is very recent. Same with this Awakened Mono, so they both have that luxury. But both of them aren't really great characters though, but they are fairly recent units, so you know, box CC if you pull them. And then you do have Freya as well, which is a very, very good unit. So there is that, guys. That's the banner. Is it a good banner? It's okay. You know, it's got some good units, it's got some bad units. Now let's actually move over to the GC database now, guys, and talk about the kit of the Roxy, and then we'll come back to the banner, and then we'll talk about the should you summon. Oh, one last thing before I wanted to mention though, 300 pity, you have a 16% chance of actually getting the Roxy, and then at the 600 you are guaranteed the Roxy. Alright, now let's move to GC database. Alright, guys, so we have pulled up GC database here. We got the Roxy of Frenzy. I don't know what they're gonna call her on global, but pretty much Roxy Crazy, Roxy of Frenzy, whatever the case. Let's go over kit. So the first thing we're going to talk about is her passive. I'll send everything flying. Increases the hero's crit chance by 40% for every human ally in the battle. If a critical strike occurs from a human ally's single target skill, inflicts additional damage equal to 300% of the hero's attack at the start of the battle. Applies only 1 additional damage per skill. So it's per skill, guys, not per turn. A lot of people got this misconception about, oh, you know, Roxy only does it once, but she can do it per skill. So if you have 3 single targets done by a human team, so let's say you do like an ultimate Esnor single target, you do a Roxy single target, and then you do like an awakened mono single target, I guess you could say. Each of them will do that 300% of attack extra damage, which is crazy. So you pretty much have what is it, like Scorch effect? Pretty much you have that on like all your skills, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, man, Roxy is very good because of that passive. Really good for future human viability and what she's able to provide. So it's very good. Her first skill here is going to be flood damage up to 500%. If you guys don't know what flood does, it's per every % of remaining HP on self, you do an additional 0.8% damage, which is pretty good. The next skill she has is going to be AoE Spike. So as you guys can see, times 2 critical damage, and it goes from 100% all the way to the 250%. Roxy does also have this new thing called the Bind of Frenzy, or like the Bond mechanic, which is pretty much just like a grace effect, but is accessible only so far to catastrophe characters from the looks of it. But Roxy is the first character to actually get it. But for what her Bond does, or her Bind, it increases attack-related stats of human characters by 3% up to 10%, depending on the ultimate move level. Kind of a will, you know, thing right there. But it is another type of grace effect in Grand Cross. So, you know, that's pretty cool, I guess. Just a little bit will heavy because of the fact that it goes from 3 all the way to 10. But it is what it is. Alrighty, guys, moving on to her ultimate here. She got Sever Ultimate, equal to 630% of attack at 1 out of 6. And it goes up to 945% of attack at 6 out of 6. So fairly decent. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much the Roxy on the GC database. Let's move back to the actual banner on my game, and we'll finish up my thoughts on if you should be summoning on the Roxy. Alright guys, so final thoughts now. Should you be summoning for the Roxy here? So the banner itself, as I mentioned earlier, is not that great. You know, it's got some good characters. Like in terms of the main good characters, I'd say it's definitely all the Ragnarok characters. So we got like Freyr, Donar, Freya, and then we also have like Brunhild. There are some 7 Catastrophes characters that are good in this pool. Like this Awakened Mono is pretty decent. These two are fairly recent characters, this Awakened Mono and then the Christmas Mark II Valenci. But yeah, I mean, the rest of the banner is nothing too crazy, man, other than the Roxy herself. So you only have really, like, if we're looking at all the good characters, you got Roxy, you got Brunhild, so that's 2, 3 with Freyr, 4, 5, and then I guess you could say 6 and 7 because they're new. So 7 out of a total of how many units do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 characters, man. So that is about half. So if you do value that, then there is that. But if not, then this banner is not really going to be too great for you, man. The Roxy herself is a very good unit. One other thing to mention, though, which I did talk about in my other video, talking about the brand new 900 ticket for the Ragnarok characters. If you guys don't know, if you spend 900 gems on this Roxy banner or any like event that's out right now, you are able to get a selector Ragnarok ticket, which will let you get a choice at these 5 characters, which are, you know, it's pretty good, but it's like, you know, the fact that you have to go 900 gems on a this banner being Roxy's banner is not the greatest, man. You know, if like people knew that they would wait to summon on like Megilda first, and if you wanted to pick up Megilda as well, you could summon on Megilda's banner and also summon on Roxy's banner as well. And that would be a way you could probably push for the 900, but in my opinion, it's not going to be worth going 900 gems just for a selector ticket at non-festival characters. These are not festival level characters, guys. Freyr is really good. He's probably the closest one to a festival level of character, but the rest of them are not that great. They all have their niche. You know, this is like the Skull and Haughty unit, this is the Deer unit, this is the Bird unit, Brunhild is just an overall unit, same with Freyr, but you don't need any of these characters really to complete those demonic beasts. It's just they make it a lot easier, and it costs 900 gems to do it, so I don't think it's worth it. You know, that's already past the point that you would have gotten your Roxy already too, so that's kind of like, you know, a little bit of an overkill there. So yeah, man, I mean, in my opinion, I would say that the Roxy banner is going to be a skip, guys. I don't really see much value out of the banner itself. Again, as I said, obviously the Ragnarok characters are good and Roxy herself is very good. But yeah, I don't know. Is that going to warrant you guys summoning on the banner? I don't think so, man. Another thing to take into account is April is going to definitely have a collab, because they mentioned that the first half of this year will be having a collab event. And last year, if you guys don't know, we did get the Slime collab rerun around end of April. So if we're looking at that and we're going for like this time frame now, we will probably be getting a AOT rerun, or maybe a Stranger Things rerun, or a brand new collab end of April. So another thing to take into account. And then end of May, we do have the anniversary. So a lot of things to kind of think about when, you know, saving gems and knowing when to summon. I would just say, guys, hold out on summoning on this banner. Roxy will come back in the future. She's not a limited character. She's just a catastrophe. So she's not going to be like, she's not a seasonal, I mean. She is kind of limited because they only really put her on banners that are like super important, or if they're other catastrophe banners. But, you know, she will definitely rerun most likely on the anniversary, so I feel like that's a good time to definitely pick her up. So let me know in the comment section below, guys, if you are going to be summoning on Roxy. That's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great rest of your day.